In this video lecture, I'll explain how to write a C program to check a string is palindrome or not. So what is string palindrome? When the string is same as the reverse string, then we say that a string is palindrome. For example, if my string is wow, so reverse string is also wow. Means this is the string and reverse string means from this side we have to read. So wow is same as, if I reverse the string, I will get wow only. So that string is palindrome. So this is a C program using string library function. So in my previous video lecture of string in C, I had discussed whenever we are using some string library function, we must include string.h header file. And since we are going to use printf and scanf function in our program, so we have to include stdio. For string library function, string.h should be included. And then main function, and we need to declare the string, and string will be a character array. So this is the first string and this is the second string. Okay, and then this is printf statement, and this whatever message we have written inside the printf statement will be printed as it is. So the output will be first this message will be printed on the output screen, enter the string. Okay, and then gets s1, this function is used to take the input from the user. Instead of this we can use scanf also, so we can write scanf %d and then s1, so that can also be written. So either we can write gets to take the input from the user, or we can write scanf function. And then this is the string library function strcpy. It is a string copy function which is used to copy one string to another string. So here s2 comma s1, that means the string s1 will be copied to s2. So this is the enter the string, and then we have written scanf function, so we'll enter some string. So this is what, this is s1, so s1 will be copied, that means wow will be copied to s2. So now s2 has wow, and then this is another string library function, string reverse. So this will reverse the string. So now after reversing also, s2 will be wow only. Okay, and then strcmp, this is also another library function, string library function, which is used to compare two string s1 and s2, and we'll check if it is equal, the string will be palindrome, else string will not be palindrome. So after this, what will happen, what message will be printed, string is palindrome. So you can see here in this program, we have not written the logic to reverse the string. We have just used string library function. So these are the three functions which we have used. strcpy is a string copy function which will be used to copy one string to another string, and then string reverse strrev is a string reverse function which is used to reverse the given string, and then strcmp is a string comparison function which is used to compare any two string. So these are the three library function, and using these library functions only we have written a program. Okay, so now in next program we will see how to write a C program to check a string is palindrome or not without using string library function. So we'll be using maybe one library function we'll be using to calculate the length, but for comparison, for reversing the given string, we will be writing logic. So we'll not be directly using this library function, we will be writing the logic for that. Okay, so next, this is the same program for reversing the string, we have written logic here. So now what is the logic used? For example, if my input is radar, okay, so input is radar, that means 0, 1, 2, 3 and 4. So R, A, D, A, R. So what is reverse string? This should be the 0th character in the array should be same as the 4th character. First character of the array should be same as the 3rd character, and second should be same as the 2nd character, right? So this is the logic used to reverse the string, right? Because if I say the string is same as the reverse string, means from this side if I read the string, or from this side I read the string, I should get the same string, right? So this one should be same as this one should be same as this one, and second character is same as the second character. So ith character, we can say ith character is same as length minus ith character. So for calculating the length of the string, we have a predefined library function strlen. So we have used this library function, and then strlen, here we'll pass the string name for which we want to calculate the length, and then this function will calculate the length of the string, and that value we are assigning to length variable. So we'll see the program from the beginning. This is the header file, and since we are using strlen, so we have to use string.h header file, then main function, and we need to declare the string, so it will be a character array, and then we will be writing the loop. So this I is a loop variable, and the length, because we need to calculate the length of the string, so this is the variable used for length, and then flag we will be taking, there is one variable flag we will be using, so that is initialized to 0. So these are the different variables, and then enter a string. This is the message, text message will be printed on the screen. So enter a string, this will be printed as it is, and then we have written scanf function to take the input from the user. So suppose we enter radar. Okay, so now we have used for loop. So see, this is the logic. 0th character should be compared with 4, 1 with 3, right? So ith character should be compared with length minus I minus 1. So we'll see here, if I is equal to 0, and this should be executed I less than length. So for this radar, what is the length? Length is 5. Okay, there are 5 characters, so length is 5. So this should be executed from 0 to less than 5, that means 0 to 4. Okay, so 0, 1, 2, 3 and 4. 4 times this loop should be executed, and then we are comparing string 1I is not equal to string 1 length minus I minus 1. So that means we are comparing I with length minus I minus 1. So suppose I is equal to 0. I is equal to 0. So what will be length minus I minus 1? So length is 5 minus I is 0, and minus 1 means 5 minus 1 is 4. So that means a string 0 is compared with string 4. So that's what we are doing. 0 is compared with 4. Next time when I is equal to 1. So I is equal to 1. So 5 minus 0. 5 minus 1 minus 1. So 5 minus 2 is 3. So that means 1 is compared with 3. So 1 is compared with 3. And then next time when I is equal to 2. So definitely this will be 5 minus 2 minus 1. So 5 minus 3 is 2. So 2 is compared with 2. So that is the logic used here. So when any of this is not true, that means flag should be set to 1. Initially it is 0, and then we need to break. So break means we will come out of the for loop, and then after coming out of the for loop, so see here we are closing the for loop, we are checking the condition if flag. So here see, if we just write flag means when it is true, okay, we have not given flag is equal to 0 or 1. So this means when it is true. So true means when flag is equal to 1, we will say string is not palindrome, else we will say string is palindrome, because here the condition is string 1I is not equal to this. So whenever any of this is not true, then we are setting flag as 1. If it is if all the characters are matching, means 0 with 4, 1 with 3 and 2 with 2, that means this condition will be not true. So flag will remain 0 only. Only when one of this fails, then only we will set flag as 1. So when we are saying flag is 1, string will not be palindrome, else string will be palindrome. So the same thing is written here. If any of the above condition fails, then flag is set to true, which implies that string is not a palindrome, because flag is true means we are giving this condition, and we are printing string is not palindrome, and by default the value of flag is 0. Initially we have initialized flag as 0, so by default it is 0. So when it becomes 1, that means it is not a palindrome, and when it remains 0 means all the condition matches, all the characters like 0 with 4, 1 with 3, 2 with 2, if it matches, then flag remains 0 and the string will be palindrome. This message will be printed. So this is the program. So here we to check reverse the string to check whether the first character of the string is same as the last character, we have written the logic, and in previous program we had just used the string library function, string comparison, string reversal and string comparison and reverse function, and string copy function we had used. Okay, so hope you have understood the concept. Thank you.